Sorry, that was a call from the Logic Labs. Okay, thank you. Fine. So, we have the course content mentioned here. You can, if you have the mobile, you can scan for the course content. These are the numbers which are given. You can talk to the Logic Labs for any information regarding the course. Okay, and all the recordings will be provided once you join the training classes. Okay. If anyone wants, like, they can take the screenshot or they can take scan through their mobile and get in touch with Logic Labs for any further information. Okay, I'm just sharing for a minute so that everyone can go through it. So the duration of this course is going to be in between 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, and we will be providing the course content as well as the recordings of this particular session. Then I mean, even if you miss one class, then you can go ahead and re-listen to the course content and see the video content once again. Okay, so there will be no problem even if you miss the class. It's going to be available in the path given by the team. For any other queries, like, you can reach out to the Logic Labs. We are there to help you. Okay. So in general, as mentioned here, like, we will have the first 5 sessions free, and from sixth session onwards, it is going to be to those who have registered for this particular training. Okay. So those who are in this particular 9 to 10 batch of Indian IST time, okay, so they will be into this particular team. Right? If there is any batch following up, probably then there will be no shifting. You need to stay with this particular batch. So that's what mentioned. This is general information. Okay, and here you have the WhatsApp community. There you can go and log in and be a member of this particular group. All the information will be provided there. Okay, and all the sessions recordings and whatever the documents that are okay will be shared, like, it will be kept in the LMS graphy. You can contact the Logic Labs Technologies for the same. Okay, the support team is going to be there from Monday to Saturday, 6 days a week, in between 9 to 7 o'clock in the night IST timings. Okay, so you can just make a screenshot, you can take a screenshot, or you can capture through your mobile all this contact number so that they will be helping you for any issues. Yeah, they have even placed in the chat. You can take it from the chat as well. Yep. Okay, sir. Fine. So I think, hope you have got all the information with you. Like, for any queries, you can reach out to it through mail or through contact number given over here. So let's have a happy learning together. So I'm going to start the Scrum Master training. Okay. So before we go for the Scrum Master training, okay, first of all, like, we should understand, like, what is the market value. That means, like, how the jobs are there in the current IT industry. How much lucrative is this particular job opportunity that we are going to have in the future if we go ahead with this particular training. Am I right? Because, like, whatever that we are doing, like, it's doing for the sake of one. One thing is that, like, either you need to upskill to earn something more, like what we're earning today. Okay, that should be a little bit lucrative and profitable to us. Okay, it is not like, learning something which doesn't give any value to us. Okay, in the future. Okay, that should yield something. ROI in the sense, return on investment, should be there. That means, like, we should be gain something out of that, not only knowledge but also on the monetary benefit. So, like, I have just went through the Naukri and I have searched today before entering into our class, like, how much job opportunities as of now today, like, we have. And the Naukri, there's a job portal in India. So here, like, we have for 4 years experience Scrum Master guy. Okay, now this is going to be about 3,000 388 jobs as of now in India, like we have. Okay, so there is a lot of opportunities for the Scrum Master. Okay, and we have plenty of opportunities. We if tried. Okay, if we master this type of such role, okay, then you will be able to get the job easily. Hope you got it. What actually I want to say, like this is a little, if you please don't compare here your opportunities with the technical programmatic or cloud-based guys, because this is a little bit different from those people, because always the coding development part is going to be much more in demand. But nevertheless, the Scrum Master job is also very, it is crucial, because we need the people who need to, drive, facilitate, help the team, okay, manage the roles. Okay, these are all the things which a Scrum Master should have, irrespective of what technology they are from and whether they need technology or not. So, like how technology is needed, we also need the people who can manage that. Okay, this is the role of a Scrum Master, and the Scrum Master is in demand. Okay, it's going to, because most of the projects which are companies who are handling the projects, right? They are turning towards agile. Like, they are already into the agile way of delivery. Okay, we will come to know what is agile and all in the next sessions. Okay, but they want to deliver the things very faster. Okay, those so the Scrum Master is going to play a very good role, and not only that, from being a Scrum Master, you can scale up in your agile methodologies, and you can go into different heights in the agile methodology. Please excuse me, like I had a problem with the internet connectivity, so again I need to rejoin. Uh, okay. Are you able to view my screen, please? Can you just say raise your hands or okay? Thank you so much. Okay, fine. So this is what actually the opportunities are there as of now in for the Scrum Master. So you may have few doubts like how this Scrum Master, like who can be the person like who can get trained on this one? Can we come into an IT company even if we uh, don't have this IT background? Can we join the IT industry like if we are from an IT background? Okay, these type of questions do have, and we also have some questions regarding like I am in the IT field as of now, but I want to scale up into another domains. Okay, can this is this possible in this particular training? I have these few questions which I listed out here. So if you're in IT industry and you're bored of coding, okay, Now, if you're in an IT industry, if you are bored of supporting an application, okay, or you're in IT industry, or you got stuck in the career path, okay, or you are from a non-IT background but you want to switch over to an IT background, okay, then now this is the answer. You can become a Scrum Master. You can, with no doubt, okay. This is this is for all those who want to have a people management, who can talk a lot, who can communicate, who can manage the people, who are very good at facilitating the events. Those who feel like they are good at the communication skills, okay. No, this is for those people. The Scrum Master can be done by anyone, irrespective of from what technologies, irrespective from what IT background, non-IT background they are, okay. So no doubt, like this is going to be a good opportunity, okay, if you want to switch to an IT background from a non-IT background, or if you want to scale up your IT career, yes, this is going to be very helpful. I can say like this is the basic step from which you can progress in your career. Okay, so can like in the participants, like how many are from IT background and non-IT? So like if you can chat, okay, you put your message like from IT, just type IT, and if you are not from the non-IT, plus give non-IT in the chat session so that I can understand like who how many people are there from an IT and non-IT. Yes, yes. May I know like yes, I will come to that, Mohan Babu, on the difference between developer and Scrum Master. Very good. Non-IT people are there. Yes. Okay, fine. So I can see like equally balanced with IT and non-IT. When you are saying with the developer and the Scrum Master, okay, a developer is the person who is going to develop the particular product. A Scrum Master is the one who will facilitate. So these terms may be little bit confusing to you as of now today, but going through the course content, you will be understanding what clearly the roles are about. Okay, so no need to worry. This is the first day, so probably you will be having a lot of questions. But okay, we will go through it. Each everything, every question will be answered, and we'll have a very good talk in between, and we will enjoy this one. Okay, so before going to become a Scrum Master, okay, first of all we should understand like what is Scrum. First of all, what is Scrum? But if you want to understand the Scrum, you should understand like how the IT is running as of now, how the IT is able to deliver the project, okay, and what is the process behind that, okay. Now we will start the basic understanding. So I won't say like this is only for IT people. Even the non-IT also can understand by going through the next slide. So don't worry, non-IT people, don't get confused with the big terms which I am saying here. It's very simple. I will give you scenarios where IT, non-IT are going to clearly understand everything. Okay. So I have got one picture. Okay. It could be an non-IT or IT, whatever it is. I will try to explain here. So let us try to understand this particular picture. This picture consists of almost 10 small things. Okay, I will just make it more big. Okay. No, actually, let us say, take, okay, the IT or non-IT are mostly if they are into business, the customer is the one who is going to come to to you, okay, and is going to ask to deliver certain product for you, okay. So when the customer is trying to explain his thing, what he needed, okay, what actually customer really needs is this particular, the last image if you see here, is the one a tire which is tied to the branch of a tree. Okay, this is what he actually needed. Okay, but the way he explained, okay, the way he explained, if you see, this is nothing but a type of a ladder or a swing tied to the branch of the tree. And the person who took the requirements from, let us say, the project leader, okay, he understood that there should be only one ladder tied to branches of the tree. Okay, now, how the designer has designed, he felt right that there should be no gap in there should be a gap between these things, and he has designed in this fashion. Okay, so do you see a mismatch is happening in between all these particular pictures? right? So there is a programmer who understood like it should be tied, but he didn't understand where to tie, and he tied to the whole branch, not to the branch, but to the trunk. Okay. Next, you have the executive, how he has defined the salesperson who has defined like it is not just the ladder type of thing, but a swing type of thing, but it is also a cushioned chair. Okay. And the people who have documented there was nothing, and they have documented in a different way. Okay. And see how the operations were done. Operations is the persons who support after the product is being sent out, okay, to deliver. Okay. And how they have built it, they have built very high and low at sometimes. Okay. This is very inaccurate building. And how the help desk supported it, they have supported in a different fashion. So if you see all these pictures, there is always a mismatch which is happening. Am I right? Do you see a, a gap in the communication? Type as, do you see the gap in the communication is happening? Yes, sir. Just type as, if you see a communication gap which is happening, people are not able to understand what is being said, or they are doing whatever they want. Okay. And they are not asking for anything, what we should do for the next step, or is what I'm doing is correct or not. Are they going back and saying anything? Do you see a mismatch here? Yes, right? See, same question. Like if we analyze from the day-to-day life, okay. If I go on show the slides, and if I don't ask you like, are you able to understand? Are you able to get this one? Okay, will you be able to understand? Or I will be in my own way of delivering the I will be own, have my own way of expressing my thoughts or delivering the lecture, and you will be able to sometimes understand, and sometimes you will not be able to understand. Okay, unless I ask you like, are you able to understand? Here also, they're able to communicate with one another. If I'm able to communicate with you people, asking you like whether able to understand this particular concept, if you say yes, then I will be able to deliver much neatly, much precisely, and as per your needs. In the similar way, here what these people have done is they have done in their own fashion without interacting with one another. They assumed they assumed that what they are doing is correct. They never went back, asked the managers, asked the customers, nor the developers. There was no interaction happening, and the product which is altogether different one. They ordered a tire, so the customer ordered a tire that should be tied to the branch, and what he got was something like this. And what all the people have done was something different. Okay, altogether in the operations part there is nothing. So there is a lot of mismatch visuals happening here. Hope you got what I'm saying. So even in your daily life, okay, if someone asks you to do something, okay, and you start doing it, but if you don't go back to that particular person and ask like if what I'm doing is correct or not, you will be ending up in doing something which is quite irrelevant to what he has asked you to do. Okay, I'm able to get. Am I? Are you able to get what I'm saying? Right. So this picture clearly shows like if there is a lot of communication gap. Okay, people are not going back and asking like what they have to do. Okay, there is no proper uh, I should say documentation on whatever they are the customer wants. There is no interaction which is happening, or the communication which is happening. So this is a lot of assumption which were going all around, and the people were assuming that whatever they are doing is correct, and they ended up in something a total failure of the particular product. Okay, so do you see here any IT thing which is involved here? Do you think any coding is required here? Do you feel IT guy will do or non-IT will do these type of things to occur? This is mostly dependent on the way of understanding. Okay, a type of clear communication is required. Okay, these are the things which come into picture. Right. I will take one scenario and two scenarios, and I will make you unmute so that everyone will get a chance to speak on this one. Okay, I'm going to the next slide. Okay. This is a beautiful like scenario which I give to the training people. Okay. So let us say like in our house, okay, our mother or a parent or any of the mother, like let's take an example of mother, said her kid to cook. Okay. There is a one kid in a home. Okay. She was leaving and she said her kid to cook, and she forgot the mobile and went for shopping. No, because like we have mobile in our this thing present scenario, she forgot the mobile taking. Okay, she left in the home and she went for shopping, and the kid was instructed to do the cooking. Okay, let us say some cooking which there she is okay to do. So now, as a kid, what if you are in that particular position? What you will do? Okay, what you will do? In general, you will try to remember and understand. Like she said, your mother said to cook something, so you will try to grasp that. Okay, you will because now like we have the YouTubes. You will ask someone, your neighbors or your friends, or you will call someone, or if you don't have anyone, you will see the YouTube and try to find the recipes. Right? Am I right? Then you will prepare as per the instructions. Okay, as per the instructions you are going to prepare. Now you will get the food ready and serve. Okay, now your mother is going to come back. Now you are serving to your mother. Now what about the situation here? If you feel, if it is good, okay, you are going to feel happy. If not, what? Now my question here is, before going to the question, okay, we will take another scenario. Okay, in this scenario too, the mother said her kid to cook, but she is also in the house with you. Okay, the mother is also there with you. As a kid, what you are going to do? No, understand like what you have to cook. You will ask her the recipe because she is beside with you. Okay, now you will ask her like what is the recipe. Okay, now you will prepare as per her instructions. At the same time, while cooking, okay, you will give something to taste. Okay, you will ask whether this particular whatever the ingredients that are added, is that okay? Is it salty? Is it sweety? Is it sour? How it is? And you will adjust when she gives her feedback saying that it is too salty, you need to reduce something or increase something. You will adjust that. You will increase that, and you will make such that you will your mother says, or the person who has ordered you says, okay, this is fine, and I think this is good to eat. Okay, now in these two scenarios, what you suggest, what you feel, okay, the which is the in which scenario you got a very good food? Okay, in which scenario you feel the food which is cooked is good? Scenario one or scenario two? Nathan, okay. Wasim, okay. Mahan, okay. Sorry, two, good, good. Two, 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 good, good. Two, good. Okay, so I'm going to unmute to talk. Okay, and you need to explain me one by one. I will be giving a chance. You need to give me the reason why you felt that scenario two is most available. Shamima Noori, I'm giving you the chance to talk. Please talk. You can unmute yourself and talk, Noori, if you want to talk. Anyone else who wants to talk can raise their hands. Wasim. Okay, I made you to talk. You can unmute, right? You can unmute by clicking that particular. Yes, Wasim.
Yeah. Mm.
Yeah,
In the
Wasim.
second, hi.
Yeah.
In the second scenario, the
Yes.
main advantage is mother is
Yes.
there with already there with the kids,
Okay.
so that the kids can ask and prepare if any ingredients or any food they wanted
Hmm.
after what taste her mother wants it, what
Right.
type of taste she wanted. They can ask her
Yes.
n number of time. If
Right.
required, they can take the help of the mother and
Yes.
cook accordingly.
Yes. True. So what do you see in this particular scenario? I mean that what actually is happening here is you are able to take the feedback from your mother, right? That particular kid is able to take the feedback from her mother, right? From his mother.
Correct, correct.
Exactly. So by that, what you are able to do, you are able to adjust your steps of cooking the food. Am I right?
Absolutely right.
Exactly. So here, two things are happening. Three things are happening. One, your mother or the kid's mother is able to see like what you're doing. Okay, because when you're cooking, she's there with you. She's noticing everything, and at the same time, you are not hiding anything. All the ingredients are there with you in front of him or her. Okay, and everything is very much transparent. Okay, the way he cooks or she cooks. Next, you are able to adjust with the feedback that is given by your mother or by that particular person. Okay. That means like you are adjusting the ingredients. Okay. And at the end product, what is that? You are able to get a good food. Right. So the feedback, the way the particular process, okay, is helping you to serve a very good food. Am I right, sir? You feel it, right? This happens in our everyday, in
Yes, yes,
everyday.
yes. I'm with
Yes,
you.
exactly. Yes, yes, exactly. Thank you, Wasim. Thank you, Nouri. I'm just keeping you mute again. Okay. Anyone who wants to speak again here, so that I can give a chance. Okay. You can raise your hands if you want anyone to have an interaction here. I'm okay. Fine. Good. Fine. There's a, I think, problem with the Nuri, so like she's not able to do. Okay. Fine. So so compared to the scenario one, okay, what if you understand the problem, why like she made a good food or why the kid has able to deliver a good food, because these are things which happen. You ask her the feedback, you worked on the feedback which is given to you, you are being inspected by your mom, you were clear on what you're doing, you showed her the progress, and you were able to adapt to what she suggested. Okay. So these are the things which helped in the scenario too, okay, to have a good food served, right? Hope I'm able to, you are able to understand what I'm saying. So in any way, in every day-to-day activity, okay, whatever you are doing, if you think you are doing good, probably you will land up somewhere. Unless you take a feedback from someone else, okay, okay, or try to adapt to that particular feedback, okay, try to see, taking feedback is okay, but also, you should understand like whether it is good or not, okay. The, those type of, things will help you to grow in your daily life as well as in the career path. So this is the one thing that you have to learn as a Scrum Master, as a Scrum process, like where actually, it is most relevant. The taking the feedbacks, adjusting, being, transparent, trying to adjust, adapt. Okay, these are all the things that will come in the course of action. You need to understand. Okay, I will go through like because we are in the IT field, like we have certain things in the IT where the delivering the project was done previously, and after the agile has come into picture, we are delivering a different way. I will just go through one of the slide like where you can correlate with whatever the scenarios I've given to the existing one and think about that. Okay, I'm just going to the next slide. Be with me. So let us discuss about IT way of delivering the projects. So we have two ways of delivering as of now, the traditional waterfall model and agile methodologies. Non-IT people, please don't worry. Okay, these are the ones like you need to know about. Okay, uh, nothing technical. There is no technicality which is involved here. Don't worry. We are not going to talk any Java, Python, or AWS, anything like that here. We are just going to talk. Talk. I want you to talk. Okay. So So what is traditional waterfall model? So I'm just going to go through only single line over. Okay. So the waterfall model is a software development model which is used in the IT industry. Okay. It is characterized by structured sequential approach to the project management, and software development. Okay. So it is a structured way, sequential way. Okay. Again, here it is whatever I have bolded is a linear sequential life cycle model. Okay. This is very important, which indicates that any development process steps can start only after the previous one has finished. Okay. Please remember this one. Please have it in your mind. Okay. Why I'm saying, why I have made it bold, you will come across them in the next slide. Okay. Here, this is a software development lifecycle, a linear sequential model. We have few steps here. So whenever, suppose like I am a customer, I want mobile phone to be delivered. Okay, I want the company to design a mobile phone and deliver it to me. What I will say is like I will go to that particular IT company and I will say like I need this mobile, and I will those people like those who are project management team or the PMO team, whoever it is there, okay, they are going to take the requirements from me. The first phase in the life cycle is a requirement phase. So they're going to take the requirements from me. So I will give the requirements saying that these are the requirements. It should be this much long, this should be lengthy, and I give all the requirements which are necessary. Okay. Then they are going to take the specifications. Okay. And after you get the specifications, that like let us say like what should be the actual size, specifically like they are going to be very minute detail they are going to capture in the specifications. Okay. And they are going to give that part to the designing team. Here it need not be in IT industry, it can be in the manufacturing part also. So in the design team, either the developers who write the code or those who are going to manufacture in the manufacturing domain or in any other field, they are going to write their code, they are going to design a software. Okay. And they can move it to implementation. So once that implementation part is done, okay, they are going to test that. They are going to test that particular product. They are going to see like if this is as per the person's requirement or able to deliver what as per his specifications or requirement, this is being manufactured or not. They are going to testing. So the testing team is going to work on it, and okay, as per their criteria, they will either make it true. I mean, they will pass the test or they will fail the test, depending upon the conditions. Okay, once the testing is done, they felt okay, like this can be moved to the production that can be delivered to the customer. Then they will deliver to the customer and they will have it in the maintenance. That means they will give the support. So this is a step-by-step process. Here, I want to ask you whether in any of the steps, did you see any person going back to the previous step and asking to change any of the steps? Do you see anywhere here? Do you see any type of going back and asking? You can type no or yes, whatever you want to do in the chat, just to have an interaction. Yes, no, yes, one. So there is in nowhere in this particular, yes, Balaji. There nowhere in this in this process you can see someone going back and asking, yeah, testing team is not going back, or they may go back and design, but they're not going to change. The design team is going to work on the specifications given. Okay. The maintenance team just going to support. Okay. It is not going to see like how they are done and or nothing. Okay. So this is a sequential process where no one is going to go back and work on the particular feedback. Once the requirement is given, that's it. They are freezed. They are going to specifications part. They are freezed, and then they will go to the design. Okay. If the in between the customer comes and says like, yeah, I actually thought of mobile phone, but now the mobile phone should be foldable. If he says that, and if he gives that particular, design, okay, in the middle of the this thing in this process, if he comes in between after 2 months, he comes and says, come on, I want the mobile to phone to be, it should be foldable, this is my design now. Will they be able to take it? No, these people are not going to take in between your process. Okay. In this particular life cycle, any change that is coming in between, okay, they won't be able to take. They won't take it because everything is freezed. If the one step has to start, the other step has should have been freezed. Okay, if they are going to start the design, the requirement phase is freezed. They can't take any more other requirement. Okay, do you think in this particular process will you be able to deliver the product which is as per the changing require? I mean, I'm talking about changing the requirements of the customer. Will you incorporate that? Will you be able to incorporate the new changes suggested by the customer? No, you can't incorporate in between the change, in between the process, right? Because everything is freeze. Okay, if something happens in the design, okay, if the design he has designed in a different way, but looks like a requirement only. The require as per the requirement only he has done. He felt like the requirement, and he has done a different way, like the tree structure that you have seen. Okay, the design is something different to what he expected. Is there any way to rectify that once the design phase is over? No. So any phase, okay, it is not going to change. Okay, it's there is no way you can rectify if that has been completed. That's the biggest problem in this particular waterfall method. Okay, you can't go back. Okay, we need to till the end product comes. We don't know what is going to be delivered. Like in the scenario one, you have until you cook, you see. Okay, you are not going to know what is the taste of that, how it is going to be. It is going to be an utter failure when it comes at the end. Okay, because the main reason behind this one is you were not able to change that particular process in between. You are not asking any feedback. Okay, you are not working on that. Your process was little bit clear, but it was not transparent at all. Okay, we don't know what is happening. So this used to happen earlier when the IT before the agile way of working came into existence. We worked in the waterfall method. Okay, where we once the requirement comes, we used to document a lot. We used to document, and we used to code. The coding was also kept in the design document phase. Okay, everything was all there in the paper. Okay, once the customer or the particular person, architect or whoever, the leads, okay, if they are okay with that particular thing, when they say okay, then we used to go on the coding for that. Okay, so in that way, like everything was freeze. That means once you start on it, you have no option to change. You should not change. Everything should go in the sequential way. Okay, and this used to happen. This used to take a lot of time. If you say like if the requirement phase was taking 1 month and the specification was taking almost 1.5 months. Okay, so everything was used to take very long. Because they need to be very much clear. I mean, they need to work on that so minutely. They need to because like they can't go back, right? So they need to work a lot on this one, and so they should put a lot of effort in every phase. Because of which it used to take lot of time. So by the time the product used to get delivered, it used to be almost 6 months or 1 year. There are so many projects which used to take a lot of 1 year time or more than that. But now, if you see, our mobiles have features for every 1 week or 2 weeks. Okay, we are able to deliver features, new features in every 2 to 3 weeks time. Okay, are able to compare now. Previously, it used to take the technology. If the new technology has to come into picture, no, it used to take years. Now it is coming in days only. So that's the way like how we are getting changed. Okay, so we want everything to be very fast, everything to be delivered very soon. Okay, so we can't wait for so much of time, because even if you wait, your competitor is not going to wait here. So because in the current scenario, what we need is uh, time to market should be very soon. Okay, we should be in the market very soon, and we should be doing the business very fastly compared to the. So this develop SDLC this waterfall way of delivering was a big fail. It's not a failure, I say, but it was taking a lot of time to get the product into the market. Okay, it was taking a lot of time, and they felt like we should change the way of delivery to very soon. Okay, uh, so in that way, this is actually the SDLC software development life cycle. Okay, uh, it is a life cycle again. That is a waterfall way of delivering. But in IT field, actually, what happens is like you do the initiation, okay? The project kickoff is going to happen. Then requirements gathering will happen. They will do the analysis. Then they will do the design. Then I will be doing the development. Then the testing. Then they will be deploying the product, sorry, production environment, and they will be doing the operations and maintenance, and then they will have the project kickoff once again. So I know. So this actually happened. So what are the disadvantages here? The risk factor was very high. There was a delayed deadline, okay, and lot of time for the developers and the testers. So if you see here, for 2.5 months, the development was sitting idle. For almost 4 months, the testing team was sitting idle. So the company used to pay for them to just to be there, unless the developers do their part. Okay, unless the particular development team people were working on it, the testing team used to sit idle. Okay, so they were keeping sitting idle and wasting lot of time. So this is nothing but it's mostly like a lot of wastages used to happen. Okay, and there was no working software until it is testing is done. So this is because the customer you said to give some product, by the end like it used to be a different product altogether, or it would be a product with a faulty one. So these are the disadvantages of the waterfall model. Are anyone able to correlate? Anyone who wants to talk on this one, I can unmute them and raise your hands if you want to. Anyone who wants to talk on this one, I can unmute. Okay, fine. You can raise your hands if you want to talk. Okay. So, so this is actually we have come into disadvantages of this waterfall model or this one, where there was a high risk factor which was involved. There was a delay in the project deadlines. Okay, a lot of time used to get wasted for the developers and the testers sitting idle and doing nothing. Okay, so these were the things that were happening. So next came like taking these disadvantages, people have come up with another way of doing the project, that is through agile way of work, agile methodology. Okay, now agile is a methodology. It is an iterative approach. Iterative in the sense there was a repetition, an iterative process. Okay, of software development. So each iteration, okay, it's going to take only 1 to 4 weeks. Okay, so this is in aligned with the agile development process is aligned to deliver the changing business requirement. In traditional waterfall model, okay, the changing requirements were not being met at all. If the customer wants to change something in between these timelines, that was not being incorporated. Okay, nothing was accepted. They were not going to entertain him in between because everything was freeze. The requirement phase is freeze. Now they can't take anything more. Okay, so whereas in agile methodology, this is going to happen. Okay, they are able to accept the changes in between. Okay, and incorporate them. Okay, this because of which it distributes the software with faster and fewer changes. Because of which you are able to deliver things very fastly and with few changes, because like every time like they are going incorporating, right? So there won't be any problem. Okay, so here like we have in agile methodology, these are the things actually we have. These are all the part of the agile. Like we have the Scrum, we have crystal clear, Kanban, Lean, extreme programming, which it's agile is nothing but it's like an umbrella. Okay, if you compare, okay, let us take an example of Logic Labs. Logic Labs technology is like if you take that as a is a umbrella. Okay, all other trainings which are underneath are underneath them. Okay, they are making the use of the Logic Labs framework to deliver the trainings. So similarly here, agile. is a methodology. It's like an umbrella under which all these things are going to come. They are going to make use of these agile principles and the values, okay, and try to incorporate them into them. Okay, the Scrum is also a type of framework which is making use of these agile principles and values, and it is going to deliver. Okay, so now coming to the picture, this is how the IT is going to work, or how IT has gone into the agile way of delivering. Okay. Our training is on the Scrum Master. Then you may have certain doubts here. I'm just unmuting for the question, for the doubts that you have on the training, so that you know what I will be covering. You will come to know. Anyone who wants to talk, raise your hands, okay, and I will unmute them. Yes, Sureka, you want to talk?
Hi. Hello.
Yes,
Hi,
yes,
Sai. This is Sureka.
yes.
Actually, I want to write an PMP exam, PMP one.
PMP. Okay.
Yeah, Professional Scrum Master. PSM, sorry, PSM one.
Yeah, PSM. Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, PSM. So, is this training is perfect for me to complete the course?
Yes, yes. This is 100% perfect to, go ahead for this one. So what we will be doing is, because you are to need to write an exam, right? You should understand the Scrum. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
for that, we will go through the Scrum guide. Each and every line of the Scrum guide will be Scrum book, or the Scrum guide will be, we will going through each and every line. We will be discussing about that. Okay. This is our 14 pages. You should be thorough on the all the 14 pages. Okay, should understand the
Yes.
terminologies. And the next thing that we are going to do is, we are going to, in the classes, like we are going to have the interview questions will also be answered, as well as for the certification point of view. Like we'll be having the two to three questions every day discussed on that. Okay. So
Okay.
apart from that, you need to also go through certain mock exams that will be, I will provide the links in the due course. So there you can take the exams. Once you complete the training, you can take the exam. Okay. And after the mock interview examinations are done, you can go for the exam certification.
Okay. And I have one more question. Um,
Yes.
like, do we have any certification for this? Do we get any certification?
From Logic Labs
Yeah,
or
like regarding, yeah, Logic Labs or else anything like private
yes,
certification, like we have completed a
no.
Scrum
Actually,
course.
certifications are offered by two people. Okay, two teams. From is
Scrum.org.
Scrum.org, right? Another one is Scrum Alliance, right? So only those two are valid. If you want to go for Scrum Master certification, you have to give your exams as CSM or PSM. Okay, those are valid, not other. I mean, other things like the training institute that they give is not valid as such. I mean, you can say like, yeah, I've gone through the training and I also have the knowledge on Scrum Master role. But if organizations are mostly looking for, from a valid source, probably they will consider PSM or CSM.
Yes, okay. And one more thing, I'm actually from non-IT background and I don't have any experience. Do
No
we
problem.
get any opportunities like what
Hmm.
is the feasibility of opportunities outside if we go for
Yes.
it interviews?
Yeah. See, first of all, non-IT background, they should understand the terminology related to IT background. Okay, there are a few things other than the Scrum that you need to go through. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Here, like I will be mostly covering the Scrum related things, Scrum Master related things. Okay, but the few things like you need to, which I will say during the course. So you should understand this. I mean, not quite relevant, but it's not actually needed for the Scrum Master to know all each and everything about an IT. Okay,
Yeah,
because
just
like
like
I've been in
outer
the
line of the
industry, I know.
project,
Yeah.
outer line of the
So.
work, what the
mm,
people are doing.
we as a Scrum Master, we are not going to do any IT related stuff. Okay, we
But
are
we
not
need to
going to
have
deploy
knowledge.
anything.
Yeah,
Yes, we
but
need to
we need to
know
have knowledge.
the knowledge. Yes, so we are not going to deploy anything. We are not going to move into any DevOps team. Not going to learn any CI/CD tools. Okay, we are not going to
Yes,
clouds
yes.
infrastructure. Nothing. We are there as a human being to make everything, facilitate to the development, manage the people. Okay, those type of activities we will be doing it. Okay, we will be mostly on the behavioral way of managing the projects, people, time, all these type of things will happen as a Scrum
Yes,
Master.
yes.
But
Yeah,
if
I
the
have
technically,
idea about that.
yeah, if they
Yeah.
are asking technically, there is nothing wrong in learning few things which we will be covering, or else like I think that's another call actually. But here in this course, like I have not incorporated that, but it will be helpful. But
Okay.
technically, they won't ask that much because like I have interviewed and I have faced the interviews. The technical part is not being asked. I mean, to that an extent where a technical guy is being, when he is interviewed. So
Okay.
please, I think it's not required, because you can say like as a Scrum Master, I was involved in this one. You can say in that way. I have so many interviews I have done, like where I have narrowed, limited my scope, so that mm, once the ball is in your court, it's up to you how you play. Okay,
Yes, yes.
don't make the ball to land into their court. Okay, that's what I say.
Yeah. Opportunities will be the equal to both the people, right? IT and non-IT
Yes, yes,
backgrounds.
it's common to everyone, no problem. But meanwhile, I also suggest you to go through certain IT things related, but it doesn't stop you from, getting a job. Even if you don't know IT background, that's okay. No, I have seen many people who are into the IT with non-IT background, and they are doing very well. If
Okay.
you are good at communication, that's more than enough in an IT field, in the Scrum Master role.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, maybe, yeah, I'm just unmuting you. So, Rekha, is that okay? Can I go with the
Yeah,
other
is
guy?
that okay? Yes, yes, you can go with other questions.
You can type in QR. Thank you. I can talk my phone issues. Okay. Wish to ask if I can use the Scrum background to write the certification after the studies. Yes, yes, Mary. Yes, you can. You can after the Scrum, you can write for the certification. That's fine. You can go ahead. You can after the certification, you can get into the IT field. Not an issue. This training will help you. Yes, sir. Anyone who wants to talk, anyone has any questions, queries, please raise your hands. I can unmute you. I have made few to unmute. Those who want to talk, they can talk. Yes. Yes, Manoj. Manoj. Yes, you can talk. Manoj, you can unmute.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yes, Manoj. Yes. Yes.
So, in this Scrum Master, I have heard from one of my friend. Actually, I
Okay.
am also in IT field.
You are
So
IT. Okay.
I'm an admin and I don't have any coding knowledge.
Very good. Okay.
So
No problem.
every time we will do with the theoretical part only, or like
Mm.
so these case studies, etc., and preparations. So we
Yes.
won't do anything in server side by
Nothing.
logging into server
I
and
know.
changing the configuration.
Yes. Which server side you are working on? I mean, you want to know admin which?
So I'm working as a middleware admin.
Okay, middleware admin, WebSphere, WebLogic, something like that.
Yes. Exactly. Yes.
Excellent. No problem. This is open to all. There is no technology which will be involved in the Scrum Master training. Okay. What you need to know is how to talk, how to communicate, how to convince, how to facilitate. Nothing. It's more of theoretical. Okay. You need to be more active, or learn the concepts. That's it, and how to manage the teams. So everything will be discussed in the Scrum guide. Okay, in the Scrum Master in this training. So you need not worry like the technology part. There is no technology that will be involved here.
Okay, sir.
But make sure that your preparation is towards certification. and for the job interviews. Then you will be able to easily crack.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Yes, any questions? So tomorrow, if anyone has a question, I have one more. I can give 1 to 2 minutes time. Uh, you can talk, and anyone else who wants to talk. Anyone? Good. So in tomorrow's class, like we will go ahead with a little introduction about how the Scrum got evolved, why it led to a Scrum, and what they have done in the Scrum actually. So these are the things that we will be discussing, and what actually a Scrum Master does. Okay. So these 5 sessions today, like for 5 days, like it's going to be more of a related information regarding the Scrum and all. Later, after the 6th day, like we are going to discuss the whole things that are related to Scrum Master. Okay, so that's what actually the whole concept is. Okay, so we'll meet again tomorrow at 9 o'clock. Okay, yes, sir. Any doubts till now, or we can close the call? Okay, have a nice day. We'll meet tomorrow. Thank you. Thanks for your time. Thank you. Thank you, Sumit.